For decades, we operated on a simple assumption. Progress meant leaving the physical world behind. The messy, friction-heavy world of mud and steel was being traded for the clean, weightless abstraction of digital space. In this environment, programming was the pinnacle of human achievement. Using formal logic to command machines became the ultimate path to financial security. We were told that learning to code was the primary way to thrive in the modern knowledge economy. Then, massive, pre-trained artificial intelligence models arrived. Almost overnight, systems capable of analyzing vast datasets and generating fluent code began to commoditize that exact tier of highly valued cognitive labor. Software development is no longer about engineers carefully typing out syntax. It has become a process of training models and guiding them with plain English. The barrier to generating code has dropped to near zero. We built a system to remove the friction of manual labor, only to discover we had automated away the economic value of our own minds. We achieved effortless productivity, leaving a deep void where human purpose used to be. Displaced office workers and coders cannot simply pivot into AI management, because artificial intelligence systems are rapidly becoming capable of managing themselves. White-collar professionals find themselves locked out of the very roles they would historically transition into. Without steady knowledge work, professionals flood into unstable gig economy jobs. This sudden influx of labor suppresses wages universally, stripping financial stability from a massive segment of the workforce. This creates a punishing cycle. As household incomes drop, consumer spending plummets. Companies facing weakening demand respond by cutting payrolls further, choosing instead to invest whatever capital they have left into cheaper, automated AI systems. The ripple effects compound quickly in the demographic data. The top 10% of U.S. workers account for nearly 50%. Having an AI fix a syntax error instantly feels productive, but wrestling with logic builds the deep mental models required to secure complex systems. This results in a widening mastery gap. Frictionless interfaces give the illusion of high-level output, while actual technical competence silently atrophies. Cognitive effort is not an inefficiency to be engineered away. The frustration of learning, the friction of not knowing the answer, is the biological mechanism through which mastery is forged. The convenience of an artificial assistant eventually becomes a trap. By offloading the friction of daily thought, we systematically erode our intellectual independence and resilience. Cognitive scientists describe intelligence as an embodied process. Our brains did not evolve to process abstract data in a vacuum. They evolved to keep a physical body alive, navigating gravity, friction, and biological vulnerability. An animal foraging for food has absolute skin in the game. An AI optimizing a mathematical function on a distant server does not. Without a metabolism or physical stakes, artificial systems possess immense processing power, but lack genuine lived experience. The philosopher Albert Borgman identified how technology isolates us through the device paradigm. Modern systems take a complex human activity and split it in two: the invisible machinery running in the background, and the effortless commodity delivered directly to the user. Consider the traditional hearth. It provided warmth, but it also demanded active engagement, chopping wood, tending the fire, and gathering together. Today, a central heating vent delivers warmth instantly, but it leaves a void where community and discipline used to live. We are reaching the limit of this frictionless existence. Exhausted by algorithmic spaces and a severe loneliness epidemic, people are recoiling from the flat perfection of screens, actively seeking out physical, imperfect, high-friction experiences. Our biology rejects the digital void. We require physical touch, movement, and the resistance of the natural world to maintain a baseline of psychological sanity. In the modern office today, your value is often measured in relativistic corporate jargon, team alignment, positive thinking, or synergistic goals. But when you build or repair a tangible object with your hands, the physical world offers no room for spin. Over a century ago, early industrial management stripped the thinking from the doing, breaking factory labor into repetitive, unthinking steps. Today, that exact same degradation has hollowed out the modern white-collar cubicle.
Stepping back into manual trades cures this professional solipsism. If you are a mechanic, you answer to an infallible judge. The engine either turns over or it doesn't. Working with material reality requires constant ad hoc adaptation. You have to navigate the specific, unpredictable constraints of the physical object in front of you, a deeply embodied form of problem solving that a language model cannot replicate. Submitting to the strict, uncompromising rules of a physical craft gives us firm ground to stand on. It yields a quiet, psychological independence that insulates us from the constant anxieties of the digital economy. This return to the tactile is perfectly captured by the philosophy of fly fishing. It requires intentionally wading into a river and submitting completely to the slow, complex, and highly unoptimizable mechanics of nature. Casting a line into a fast-moving current is a deliberate rejection of instant gratification. It requires patience, physical exertion, and reading the water, activities that cannot be rushed, hacked, or automated by an algorithm. When artificial intelligence provides the effortless central heating for our minds, the healthiest response is to step outside and intentionally seek out the cold. Engaging with the tangible world is an act of reclaiming our humanity. Disconnecting from the digital treadmill builds true self-reliance and the quiet confidence that comes from competence in the physical world. The deepest form of intelligence won't be found in those who can flawlessly prompt a machine. It will belong to those who choose to drop the screen, cross the threshold of effort, and actively reclaim the